It's day 8 of my challenge. I'm trying to reach the rating of 2000 in chess within 30 days. And the plan for today is to play the most aggressive chess openings, so I can show you how to win fast and in great style. Let's go. We have the white pieces. I forgot to put the earphones on, and we'll play e4. And now we go with the King's Gambit. Talking about aggressive openings, well, we are in the King's Gambit accepted. I play knight f3. Usually here you just want to open the f file to use it for the attack. So you want to develop very quickly your pieces. And if your opponent just doesn't play too effectively, well, you'll go with the second pawn in the center of the board, and then you'll take back this pawn, and you end up with two strong pawns at the center. Now, they are attacking this pawn. Can I let that pawn go? And I think the answer is yes. I'm thinking about either castling or going with the move e5. I will go with the move castle. I mean, just in case, this pawn is hanging, but my opponent shouldn't take, and they don't take. But they are pushing for the second time the same pawn. The d pawn. You know, this pawn has been moved twice. This is definitely not good. Also, my opponent is helping me to open up the e file. So I could take there, knight takes, and give a nice check. Now it's true they can just cover the check like this. It's not really such a big deal, but I will still do that. I will take there. Now I'm not sure if I give this check, because I could maybe simply go for this move, trying to take back this pawn really quick. Yeah, this seems like a good idea. I don't know if I missed something here where I could have tried to attack faster, but it's okay. This move stinks. This bishop is not protected, and this king is vulnerable. I'm thinking about giving a check there, but then the bishop covers. So I was thinking about actually going for rook here, bishop covers, and then rook e5, attacking this knight. Now, is this actually bringing something? Because if this knight move, I can take there, king takes, give a check, and then win this bishop. But if the pawn is protecting the knight, then I'm not sure I have something good. But maybe I can just take here. Oh, that's actually a fun move. Taking there, if knight takes, I take here, king takes, I give a check, the king moves, and then I take there. I'll do that. This is really nice, really funny. I'm sacrificing a piece, but for real, it's a sacrifice. I'm losing a piece after bishop takes. I'm taking because I'm giving away a second piece. King takes, I give a check, the king moves, and then I take here. So the point is that I say, like, this knight will be hanging, will be under attack, and I'm threatening also to give very annoying checkmate. So for example, now I take here, this knight is attacked by the rook and by the queen. Wait, did I leave this pawn hanging? Oh my god. Oh my god. This is how you do not attack. Because when you attack, you have to make sure that you don't blunder. And that pawn on d4, oh my god. Okay, this is how you attack. You make your opponent believe. Okay, I'm just taking here, I guess. Either, yeah, I'll take with the queen because I'm threatening mate. That's good enough. That's crazy. That's crazy. By the way, make sure that your pieces are actually defended, protected. Yeah, that's quite important. Okay, the queen is under attack. We have to move it. I cannot move the knight. I cannot give a check with my queen. Probably this is the best square, meaning that I have to pre-move this. After rook takes, I have to take like this. And now I will go back here. Or actually, I will give this check. So I protect a check by giving a check. How is this move called? Check, check. Okay, I gave this check because I want to take here, and then the rook is trapped. Yep, the rook is trapped, cannot be protected, and so I win a rook, I guess. This is a rook that can be captured, but there's a pawn hanging here, and I have to be careful not to get mated. Okay, it's all good, because actually my queen is protecting the knight, so it's fine. I'll take here, knight takes. Now I can simply, I have to develop really quickly. So I will go with the knight out. The queen is protecting the knight. And the rook is ready to join the party. Okay. Here there is a potential check. I will play rook here, because if I go there or there, I lose the rook. Now, let's play king here. I mean, my opponent is being a little bit annoying. We have some checks, some checky checks, but I should be alright. I think the checks are over. After knight g4, I go with my king here. I could also go here, just on g1, just safe. This pawn is then protected twice, and there is no check on this diagonal. Okay, now, ooh, they're threatening discovery checks. Man, we have to be careful. Okay, I think knight here is the move. Knight e4. But then there is a check here. Well, I still run there. Bing, no, I cannot move the knight. No, that would be really bad. In that case, what am I going to play? Okay, maybe just knight here, defensive. Or maybe we just move the king away. Okay, maybe king e2. This is crazy. My opponent is playing so well. I'm just avoiding with the king, with the move king e2. I'm just avoiding discovery checks. And I'm ready to bring the queen back to the party. Because this queen needs to be back home, protecting his fellow king. So queen to e4. This is what happens to a man without his lady. You know? Gets lost in the middle of the city. Okay, so the knight is taking here. So now we bring the queen back. We give a check. We're attacking the bishop. And finally, all the problems are solved. You see? Always like this. Okay, the knight goes back there. Attention, because here there could be a little problem. Let's give another check to get the queen out of the problem. And now we win the game. Please. New game. We play e4, e5. Okay, let's go with the knight out. I played a king's gambit in the previous game. I want to try to play another very aggressive gambit, which is the Evans gambit. Will my opponent go with the bishop here? No way. What's this move? Okay, real castle. Maybe we have a delayed Evans gambit if the bishop goes there. It's like the same idea, just that my opponent played an unuseful move and I castled, which is very useful. Okay. So now I can go for the fried lever, right? Bing, boom. I mean, there is a little bit of a difference, but I will go for the fried lever anyway. This is the delayed fried lever, because my opponent played a move that, I mean, it stinks a little bit. I'm attacking with the knight and the bishop, the most vulnerable point in black's field, the f7 pawn. And there is just one move to defend. The move is e5. And after pawn takes, if my opponent now dares to take with the knight, I'm taking here. I'm sacrificing the knight to give a check. I'm giving a check and I'm attacking the king. The knight. At the same time. If they run on g8, they lose immediately. Okay, they go back there, but now I'm taking here and I'm threatening mate again. Materially. What the? Okay. It happened. We have an extra queen. This king cannot castle. My opponent is offering a draw. You are crazy. Well, that was short and painful for my opponent. Okay. Aggressive opening with the black pieces. We'll play the Sicilian. The Sicilian is the opening that Beth Harmon is playing. This pawn is controlling the central square on d4, so we want to avoid that our opponent is pushing with the other pawn in the center. Now, they can push with the other pawn in the center. I'm ready to bring out my pieces. This is an opening that I've used to play when I was young. Young. Now I'm old. No, when I was younger, sorry. I played the move a6 because I want to attack this bishop. Now I'm winning lots of tempos. You know now. You know what means winning tempos, right? And now I develop the bishop. So winning tempo, I say one more time, but this is the last time I say it, is when you attack a piece of higher value with a piece of less value by developing your piece. So if I push the pawns by attacking the bishop, I'm winning tempos. And honestly, I have to push the pawns in order to develop the bishop. Now, I can push this pawn even one more time, attacking this knight that is protecting the pawn, and then with the bishop, I win a pawn. That's nice, right? So you might have heard by me, do not push too many pawns in the openings, you know? But if you can win a pawn for free, you should do that. Now, a big mistake would be to not develop. And I have to develop really quick. So I go with the knight out, and with the bishop out, and then a castle. And then the same principles are always valuable, whatever. Control the center, so I might go with the move d5. I have to be careful not to lose this bishop. And I take back the pawn. My king is safe, so I can be happy about that. Now, where is my opponent pushing this pawn? On d3 or on d4? I mean, they're nearly losing this little knight. So I'm not sure if d3 is a right move. Because I played this, and the knight... Where is the knight going? I mean, they have to play b3? Yeah, we'll see that. Oh wait, the knight is actually not even hanging because the queen is protecting. So I don't know what I'm talking about. Anyway, the knight cannot move. So it's a good news for us. Okay, but now I can play a very annoying move, which is... Queen a5. I'm attacking knight number 1 and knight number 2 at the same time. And now I'm taking back with the knight, and congratulations, all my pieces are developed. I just need to castle and push this pawn in the center. And then my position is literally amazing. Boom. Okay. Now, once you've castled and you've developed all your pieces, you have to bring the rooks to the party. And so this we do. Rook on the open file. This is a free knight. But you know, we don't even take it. We first play this move. We are attacking the queen and the bishop and this knight that is attacked quite some times. Oh, ho, 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 ho. This is definitely a bad move. So I could at least take knight takes and take there. Okay, what about simple move? Simple chess. Queen b5. I'm attacking the knight, and the queen is still under attack. I'm just a little bit sad that after queen b2... Okay, good. Now I go here. Oh my god, guys. Maybe I can do a very nice thing here. I take like this. What? No, why do you give away? I wanted to give an Anastasia mate. Okay, and they're resigned. Well, you will not see that. Imagine that. Alright, I hope my opponent plays d4. Come on. Okay, I wanted to show all the most aggressive openings in chess, but I couldn't. So, okay, they played a close Sicilian. Okay, I will play g6. I will go with the bishop in fianchetto. Ooh, actually, I will also show you another idea. So I've developed this knight, then I will go with the bishop in fianchetto. And you're usually, I really love to play moves like a6 and b5, winning tempos on this bishop, to then develop my bishop in fianchetto on a very long diagonal. So to play a6, b5, this bishop has to move again. In fact, remember, in the Sicilian, you don't want to go with the bishop on c4. It's one of the few openings where the bishop doesn't really belong to that square, because it can be easily attacked multiple times and has to go back. Now, my opponent did really well to play the move a3, because if not, I would have trapped the bishop and won a piece. But still, that bishop is not having such a fun time. Now, I have to complete my development, so go with the bishop out, with the knight out, protect this pawn, please, with the move d6, then go with the knight out, castle. This is... Oh, wow. They went for the center. This is probably smart. This is, like, really smart. Yeah, okay, I'm taking there, and then I'm going with the knight here, protecting my knight. It's all good. So we take a moment to discuss the plans in the Sicilian. The Sicilian is one of the most played openings in chess, so you need to know the plans, even if you don't play the Sicilian, because they help you in general to understand chess. Okay, take back with the knight. So the idea of the Sicilian is to put a pawn on c5, so that after the move d4, I trade it as a side pawn for a central pawn. And so black is now left with two central pawns, right? This is the current position. My opponent played queen d3. What is white having in exchange of black having two central pawns? Well, the fact that there is a semi-open file and that this pawn is weak. In fact, if I now castle, there is rook d1, and then this pawn is under attack. How do I protect it? It's not so easy. I have to be smart here. I will play queen c7, with the idea that after rook d1, I'm going to protect this pawn with the rook. This is a very common idea. Also, what is black having in the Sicilian is having the semi-open c file where you can place a rook, and now I have to place it here. And usually black is having a very good position if black can play the move d5. This is a very critical move. Both colors, both players needs to watch out for the move d5. Because if black can play the move d5, the pawn is protected, you do not lose material, you don't create a weakness, black is probably equalizing or even having a better position. So that's very important. Now we castle because good. And the nice part here is that after, okay, the bishop is attacking this pawn one more time. I wanted to say that actually after rook here, my opponent is attacking nothing because the queen shouldn't take because I win a queen. So the bishop is attacking here. I cannot push, right? Because my queen is hanging. But maybe I can play knight here. I'm attacking the queen. I'm interfering between the bishop, pawn, and the queen. Maybe I can then move my queen here or go with the knight there. Or also simply, okay, my opponent played this move, which I'm not sure it's good. Now I take with the bishop. I have the bishop here. And I'm quite confident that I will be able to push here or to take there. Destroy the pawn structure of my opponent forever and play against an actual weakness. Also, the nice part here is, come on, this pawn is well protected by the bishop. Meaning that I can play the simple move rook c8. I'm now attacking this knight. I can take, bing, boom, bada, boom. I won a pawn, and after rook takes, I win the other pawn. So I would end up in an endgame with an extra pawn. And I'll do it. It's been boom, 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 boom. Okay, so we have an extra pawn, which is here. And how to play good endgames? Well, first of all, take the free pawns that your opponent is offering. There we go. Now we have 2 extra pawns, but still, how to win this endgame? We have to create a pass pawn and promote it. That's the way. It's simple to say, hard to execute. First of all, we bring all the pieces to the game. So we are now attacking another pawn, which I'm not sure if can be protected. Yes, that would be really nice to take another pawn, and then we have 2 passed pawns, not just one. Yes, and there we go. We take another one. And now we have 2 passed pawn. Okay, this we will win because we are just winning everything now. My opponent cannot move, cannot defend this bishop that is attacked twice. Cannot defend it, but cannot move it. Because where do they move it? If they move it here, the rook is hanging. Well, maybe bishop here is actually a decent move. Because after rook takes, bishop takes, rook takes. Okay, whatever. I'm just now winning a piece. And then I will promote a pawn. And that's GG's. Let's go back here. And now we are just ready to go. Let it go. And they resigned. This game was very quick, so I will play a final game. Let's go with the knight here. Oh no. Okay, it's fine. My plan to play the Evans Gambit failed. I love that opening. It's really very aggressive and very safe. Okay, we take back with the knight and we develop. My opponent is playing a little bit passive. This is not what you want to do. What is this knight doing there? I'm dreaming of a white Christmas. So I was thinking about sacrificing here, but it doesn't work. Okay, so we castle, and going for aggression, we can use the move f4. This is what we are going to use. And then, this move is really bad. I mean, do not play c5. Do not push back. Do not push pawns because they don't go back. Now the knight on f5 is attacking this pawn. This move is leaving a huge hole here on d5. The square is really weak, and also this pawn is really weak there. Pawn on d6. Okay, my opponent played a6, meaning that they leave this pawn here free. And I mean, I take that. I take that. If you can take a pawn without any problem, I mean, you should. The pawn is attacking the bishop. I have so many moves, but I think I will simply play bishop back here. Wait a second, because if I go here back, then the pawn is pushing, and then my knight has to move, and then I lose a pawn here, which I don't lose because... I'm calculating. Okay, I don't lose material, but I have to find a good square for the knight to go. That's not so easy. Well, I could simply go there attacking this pawn. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, let's do that. Simply back here. The alternative would be bishop there. Let's play bishop here. Let's keep those pieces on the board. Let's see what my opponent is doing. Oh, they're pushing this? That's really bad. I felt like this one would have been much more challenging. I don't know if you see a good way for white to play after the move before. Let me know in the comments. And like the video. If you like the video, guys, it's important. Come on, like this video if you like this kind of videos. Yeah, like this video if you like this kind of videos. That was a good call to action. Yes. Okay, now I took with the knight. I know that I traded a very strong knight for a very sad knight, but I didn't have many options because my knight was attacked so many times. Now I have an extra pawn, I have more space, but I still don't have all my pieces developed. So it's time to change that. I'm already threatening to win the rook, with which move, you see that, bishop c5, now I cannot do it anymore. So trades are good for me, but I prefer if it's my opponent to trade, because I don't want this knight to be active there. So if I take, the knight gets a very nice square. Instead, if my opponent takes, my queen takes back, my queen is activated, and the knight is still even a very passive square. So that's why, really, I know that I obsess about this, but I feel like when you start playing chess, trading feels good, man. Because the pressure relieves, you know, there are fewer pieces on the board and it's kind of easier. But don't be the first one to trade. In many cases, you don't have any advantage by being the first one to trade. So let your opponent trade. Usually could be really very beneficial. Now this is a fork, not so strong because the queen can just move and protect the bishop as they did. What to do? This bishop is attacking this pawn, so we might just play this move. The pawn got protected. Okay, the knight is attacking the queen and also this pawn. I'm thinking if I... Oh, wait. This queen is a bit overloaded. Yeah, because the queen was protected both pieces at the same time, and that's usually very bad. Now we have an extra piece, and we will use it to give mate as quick as possible. Okay, guys, I have 10 moves from now on to give checkmate, or I will do 10 push-ups. I know that you liked last time I did it, and I just did it just in time. Okay, 9 moves remaining. I want to play f6, and then bring the queen here and give checkmate. Okay, we are doing that. Just in time again. Well, g6 was a very bad move. I think my opponent didn't want to see my push-ups. Now we go with the queen here, and that's gonna be checkmate. Bim, boom, bang! And also this time, you will see the push-ups next time. Remember to like and subscribe, and one day I will do the push-ups for real, but I still won the challenge. Check out day 7 and see you tomorrow for day 9, guys.